Beneath the scorching African sun, where tall grass ripples like a sea of gold, survival is decided in fierce and often violent encounters. Every creature here is driven by a single purpose: to endure one more day. In this untamed arena, predators and prey are locked in a constant struggle where strength, speed, and instinct can shift the outcome in a matter of seconds. Among all the inhabitants of the savannah, one group stands apart for its precision and courage: the lionesses. While the males announce their dominance with thunderous roars, it is the females who move in silence, weaving through the grass with calculated intent. They hunt as a team, executing strategies refined by generations, proving time and again why lions remain rulers of this land. Each ambush is a delicate balance of patience, coordination, and timing. One mistake can bring the entire hunt to ruin. A sudden turn from the prey can turn pursuit into chaos. And within this unfolding drama, a question always lingers: will the hunters succeed, or will their targets slip away at the final moment? Can speed outmatch strategy? Can unity overcome raw power? And what happens when even the most skilled hunters miscalculate? Beneath the surface, hidden from view, other struggles continue. In a burrow carved into the earth, a warthog reveals remarkable resilience. When a lion approaches the mother, draws the predator's attention toward herself, risking everything. Her sacrifice buys precious time, allowing her offspring to escape through narrow tunnels to safety. Above ground, the lion appears as the ultimate symbol of power, with its imposing mane and commanding roar. But within the pride, another force quietly shapes its survival. The lioness, strategic and composed, directs the group's movements, organizes the hunts, and maintains stability. Her role is not only to provide food, but to ensure the continuity of the pride itself. And as always, the cycle continues. When leadership changes, everything shifts. A new male takes control, and the lioness adapts, accepting the transition to secure the future of the next generation. The young from the previous era must either rely on fading protection or face the wild alone. From a biological perspective, such behavior is neither betrayal nor neglect. It is a necessary adaptation in an environment where survival depends on harsh and uncompromising rules. Even while carrying the weight of loss, lionesses move forward, leaving behind the memory of past offspring to ensure that future generations grow under the protection of stronger leadership. On the savannah, survival often demands choices that instinct accepts, even when they defy what might seem like emotion. In the early weeks of life, a mother frequently relocates her cubs carefully, avoiding detection by predators such as hyenas, whose sense of smell can reveal even the faintest trace. Over time, a communal system emerges, a shared nursery where multiple females take part in raising and protecting the young. Within this space, the lionesses form a united defense, standing together against any threat. Every shared meal becomes an investment in the future of the pride, reinforcing bonds and ensuring continuity in a competitive landscape. It is a quiet demonstration of cooperation shaped by necessity. Life on the savannah is driven by the constant search for food, and in this role, the lioness becomes a skilled strategist. When a wildebeest appears, the hunt demands precision and timing. she must approach carefully, avoiding the danger posed by powerful horns. But not every attempt succeeds. In this case, the prey's strength proves overwhelming. Weighing over 300 kilograms, it resists the attack. And a slight miscalculation in timing or positioning is enough to turn the advantage. For a brief moment, the hunter loses control of the encounter. Even so, recovery is swift. Within days, the lioness regains her strength. Another opportunity will come, and with it, the chance to restore balance. Without relying on the dominant male, the lionesses rise again. Against the agility of an impala, the hunt becomes a test of patience rather than speed. Instead of long pursuit, they depend on a sudden burst of power, an explosive strike delivered at precisely the right moment. The savanna rarely favors weakness, but it rewards persistence and experience. Once again, the lionesses reclaim their place, their resolve sharpened, and their role within the pride more vital than ever. Rivalries among the great predators of this region go far beyond the search for food. They reflect a constant struggle between species forced to share the same land. On the African savanna, the cheetah lives a life defined by isolation and endurance. Without the support of a group, a mother must raise her cubs alone, even through the harshest dry seasons. To help protect them, the cubs carry a distinctive silvery mantle along their backs. This unusual coat offers a form of camouflage, resembling the appearance of the fearless honey badger and discouraging potential threats. By around 4 months of age, their training begins. Learning how to chase and control prey becomes essential preparation for pursuing fast animals like impalas and Thompson's gazelles. Driven by the urgent need to feed her young, the cheetah attempts a far more ambitious hunt, an adult zebra. But zebras are rarely vulnerable. Their defense is collective and immediate. When danger approaches, they form a tight barrier around their young, presenting a united front. Just as success seems within reach, the opportunity slips away. Recovery is not always simple. The cheetah's body is built for speed, not strength. One mistake can carry serious consequences, especially when cubs depend on her survival. Faced with the determination of the herd, she withdraws, choosing caution over risk. Time passes, and although exhaustion weighs heavily, the sight of her hungry cubs reignites her resolve. Drawing on experience, she shifts her focus to a more suitable target, a group of impalas smaller but still swift and alert. Blending into the dry grass, she closes the distance with near-perfect stealth. Then, in a sudden burst, she accelerates like a flash across the plains, reaching extraordinary speed. Within seconds, the chase ends as she brings down her prey with a precise, suffocating hold. At last, the hunt succeeds, providing vital nourishment for her cubs. But even victory comes at a cost. After such an intense sprint, her body is pushed to its limits, drained of oxygen and strength. In that vulnerable moment, distant calls echo across the savannah, the unmistakable sounds of approaching hyenas. After all her efforts, she remains still, knowing she cannot defend her kill. Some victories are not measured by what is kept, but by what must be surrendered to survive another day. Yet her trials are not over. The signs of her recent struggles have not gone unnoticed. The lioness's dominant rulers of the plains recognize weakness when they see it. And for this solitary mother, another dangerous encounter may be approaching. The rivalry between lions and cheetahs stands as one of the most intense competitions among predators on the savannah. It is a constant negotiation of space between rivals forced to share the same territory. Yet on this occasion, the cheetah senses danger in time, the silent presence of a lioness concealed within the vegetation. When it comes to speed, the cheetah holds the advantage. But in terms of raw strength, the lioness reigns supreme. Power in this landscape often outweighs velocity. This time, the lioness is not alone. She is backed by a partner. The cheetah quickly understands that her chances of escape are fading. In that moment, her focus shifts entirely. Her survival becomes secondary to that of her cubs. From beginning to end, she gives everything to ensure their safety. Then comes the ultimate act of sacrifice. The mother places herself between danger and her young, offering all she has to secure their future. As March sunlight spreads across the Serengeti plains, the natural order reveals itself through the dominance of the largest creatures. It is a season of preparation as herds begin to gather for the Great Migration. But the lions choose a different challenge. Instead of targeting wildebeest or zebras, they turn their attention to elephants. The matriarch of the herd responds instantly. With a deep, resonant call, she warns the intruders. In seconds, the adults form a defensive wall, shielding their young from any threat. The encounter leaves a lasting impression. As the day fades, the lions withdraw, carrying with them a silent reminder of the Kua they could not overcome. Later, as the pride rests, an enormous figure approaches. Without conflict, sheer size alone commands respect. Weighing several tons, the elephant's presence is enough to force the lions to retreat once more. On these plain size is its own form of dominance. As hypercarnivores, lions are capable of consuming large quantities of meat in a single feeding. But every failed hunt comes at a cost. Energy is lost and hunger grows. Still, they continue their search beneath the relentless sun. If the elephant represents power, the African buffalo embodies unity. When a lioness attempts an attack, she quickly discovers the strength of the herd. The horns of a defending mother are formidable, and within moments, the group responds. The herd rallies together, turning defense into a coordinated force. Hooves strike the ground, and the balance shifts. The predators are forced to retreat once again. But hunger begins to take its toll, especially on the younger lions. And beyond her role as a hunter, the lioness is a mother. Driven by that instinct, she will continue, no matter the risk, until fate offers another chance. From within the dense vegetation, a small buffalo emerges alone, separated from the herd, exposed and vulnerable. The lionesses sense the opportunity instantly. Life surges through them as instinct takes over. The herd's distant calls fade, leaving behind the quiet reality of one that has fallen behind. By the time the mother returns in search of her lost calf, it is already too late. Only vultures remain, marking the silent conclusion of another chapter in the endless rhythm of the wild. With the arrival of April rains, the southern Serengeti is transformed. Fresh green life spreads across the plains, renewing the landscape. Yet beneath this revival, an ancient rivalry continues to unfold. This is the season of queens, the rise of the spotted hyena, a society where power belongs to females. Within this system, leadership is absolute. The dominant female commands authority with strength and presence, guiding the clan with precision. Every member has a defined role, shaped by a strict hierarchy that governs cooperation and survival. The matriarch holds priority over all first access to food and the safest spaces within the territory. Even the lowest-ranking females stand above all males, reinforcing a structure that maintains order within the group. Respect for this hierarchy is essential, as any disruption can leave lasting effects on the social balance. Unlike lion cubs, hyena young begin life hidden underground. Abandoned aardvark burrows become secure shelters, protecting them from the elements. From the moment they open their eyes, competition begins. Each cub must establish its place, securing access to vital resources. Their mother's milk, rich and nourishing, becomes a critical source of strength, supporting their rapid growth and improving their chances of survival. Even when the mother travels long distances in search of food, that bond sustains her young. And when she returns, her demeanor shifts. The dominant hunter becomes gentle grooming, and playing with her cubs, revealing a softer side often overlooked. As May arrives, the Serengeti turns into a landscape of mud and challenge. In these demanding conditions, the spotted hyena reveals its true strength. While it lacks the explosive speed of a cheetah, it possesses remarkable endurance. Built for stamina, it can pursue prey over long distances, relying on persistence rather than sudden bursts of speed. As the chase reaches its final moment, the outcome is sealed by precision and endurance. Even the determined resistance of a zebra can falter against the coordinated persistence of the clan. Beneath the steady rhythm of falling rain, the cycle of life quietly completes another turn in the grasp of tireless hunters. Yet the hyena does not reign over every creature that roams these plains. There are those who stand their ground, creatures of immense size and unwavering resolve. The world of the giraffe seems to exist beyond the reach of the hyena's rules. Out on the open savanna, a mother stands watch over her resting calf with absolute devotion. Should danger draw too close, her long, powerful legs become formidable weapons capable of delivering strikes strong enough to repel even the boldest intruder. In that moment, she becomes the undisputed guardian. For a hyena, stepping too near could mean a devastating blow. Faced with such force, even their powerful bite offers no advantage. When the clan withdraws, it is not by chance, but out of silent respect for the strength of maternal instinct. Thunder rolls across the plains, signaling the end of one struggle and the beginning of another. The hyena clan rarely retreats twice, and soon a new opportunity emerges. A seasoned lioness alone, and separated from her pride. Sensing vulnerability, the hunters begin to circle with patience and intent. They wait, watching for the moment when fatigue might weaken her resolve. In these encounters, mercy has no place, and both sides understand the stakes. But just as the balance seems ready to shift, a new presence arrives. With commanding strength, an adult male lion steps into the scene. His powerful build and heavy mane restore order to the unfolding tension. With his arrival, the fragile balance of the savanna is re-established, an enduring reminder that true authority is not only strength, but the ability to maintain harmony in a world shaped by constant challenge. Leaving behind the green plains of the Serengeti, the journey moves westward, where Africa meets the Atlantic Ocean. Here lies the Namib Desert, one of the oldest deserts on Earth, a place where life endures against overwhelming odds. Towering red dunes are sculpted by relentless winds, and temperatures can soar to extreme levels. In this harsh environment, a unique pride of desert-adapted lions has carved out a remarkable story of survival. Once absent from these lands, they have returned guided by the resilience of the lionesses. Under the unforgiving desert sun, the pride slowly rebuilds, with mothers showing extraordinary dedication in protecting and raising their cubs. Along the nearby Skeleton Coast, they discover an unexpected source of food. Seals from the cold Atlantic waters become part of their unusual diet. In this stark meeting point of desert and ocean, these predators adapt in ways rarely seen, drawing strength from a challenging and unpredictable environment. Here, the ancient rulers of the plains continue their reign in a setting unlike any other, where burning a ramal meet the endless sea. Yet the Namib is not ruled by lions alone. Water is scarce, and survival demands remarkable adaptation. One of the desert's most resilient inhabitants is the oryx, perfectly equipped to endure the intense heat. Its secret lies in a specialized network of blood vessels known as the rete mirabile, which cools the blood before it reaches the brain. This natural system allows the animal to withstand extreme temperatures without overheating, making it one of the desert's true survivors. Soon their focus shifts. Moving silently through dry riverbeds, they coordinate with precision. Their target, a greater kudu, remains unaware, hidden behind the curves of the dunes. At the critical moment, the ambush unfolds, swift and efficient, ending the struggle in seconds. The outcome is the result of perfect teamwork, shaped by countless nights of hardship and experience. Every lesson learned in the desert refines their unity. As the rains fail to arrive, the October heat tightens its grip over the Serengeti Basin. Beneath a blazing sun that seems to shimmer across the Al water becomes the most precious resource sustaining every form of life on the savanna. In this relentless cycle, nature tests the endurance of every species that calls this place home. From the dense shade of Tamboti vegetation, a silent encounter begins to unfold. A leopard master of stealth and camouflage locks its gaze on a honey badger. Yet the predator underestimates its opponent. This small creature is known as one of the fiercest in the region, especially when it is a mother defending her young. Its courage is backed by thick, resilient skin and an unyielding instinct to protect. A low growl accompanied by a sharp, musky scent becomes an unexpected weapon. In that moment, the boundary between hunter and defender dissolves under the unforgiving heat of the wild. As the day fades near the Grumeti River, tensions rise elsewhere. Among a group of zebras, conflict erupts within their own ranks. Driven by instinct and the pressure of survival, a newly dominant male kills a foal to assert control and ensure his lineage. The mother fights back with powerful kicks, a desperate attempt to defend the life she carried and nurtured. It is a clash between the harsh logic of nature and the unbreakable bond of motherhood. Yet not every young life is spared. On the savannah, fate is uncertain, and only nature determines who will endure.